Allah bless Qari Ayub Isak for his recitation and elevate him in both worlds. Ameen. And for me, I have to say, I think it's special to have him on my show as well because he did do his hifz together with my late dad, Marhum Hafiz Ghulam Nabi Rangrage. May Allah grant him and all the Marhumins Jannat al-Firdaus. Ameen. Now, let's see what's our riddle for today. I am not the sun, but I light the night's hue. I change shapes through the month. From full to new. What am I? What am I? We should know that answer like instantly. Instantly, I am not the sun, but I like the night's hue. I change shapes through the month from full to new. What am I? Take a while. Guess, Raz, can you get that one? Can you guess that one? Raz is not paying attention. He's not paying attention. I want to share this one here that's come through from Sister Razia Isak. She says, Salam, my beautiful Razia, your team and the Ummah. Keep the smile. So she sends she sends something. Here's something from the pun. So that's pun. Pun, we often say, excuse the pun. So let's go for it. A man who sneezes without tissues takes the matters in his own hands. Lightning sometimes shocks people because it just doesn't know how to conduct itself. A prisoner's favorite punctuation mark is the period. It marks the end of his sentence. A rule of grammar, double negatives are a no-no. Sleeping comes so naturally to me, I could do it with my eyes closed. Atheists don't solve exponential equations because they don't believe in higher powers. It's raining cats and dogs, well, as long as it doesn't reindeer. I relish the fact that you've mustered the strength to catch up with me. Panel words here, hey? My new theory on inertia doesn't seem to be gaining momentum. The man who survived mustard gas and pepper spray is now seasoned veteran. What did the grape say when he got stepped on? Nothing, but it let out a little wine. If you don't pay your exorcist, do you get repossessed? Pencils could be made with erasers at both ends. But what would be the point? I was arrested after my therapist suggested I take something for my kleptomania. A hungry traveler stops at a monastery and is taken to the kitchen. A brother is frying chips. Are you the fryer? He asks. No, I'm the chipmunk, he replies. Yesterday I accidentally swallowed some food coloring. Doc says I'm okay, but I feel like I've died a little inside. What's the definition of a will? It's a dead giveaway. 2 peanuts were walking in a tough neighborhood and one of them was assaulted. That was a nice one. I like that pun, eh? Excuse the pun on them all. And yes, for a little smile. Sister Anissa and Sister Shabi instantly answered our riddle for today. I don't think they went and they searched. I think they knew the answer instantly. We are getting ready for our live because we are in December. So do hop on Facebook, do hop on our socials, do hop on and join us live. Drop in your questions. We're going to be chatting with a professional now who deals with crime. That is Richard Brussow. He's going to be chatting with us all around safety tips for December. Yes, this is time when we know that criminals are actually getting on with their schemes. So it's so important that we find out how can we keep ourselves safe. And I love how Richard explains things to us because remember, he's in this field. He has more than 20 years experience in violent crime investigation while being a detective in the SAPS. And during his time with the SAPS, he has specialized in the investigation of hijack syndicates and the modus operandi and so much more. Now, we know we are in December, right? It is a very vibrant and busy time in South Africa, marked by festive celebrations, holiday travel, and there's also an increase in tourism. However, we have to be aware that the season also sees heightened risk of road accidents, crimes, and personal safety concerns. So according to Arrive Alive, December has one of the highest road fatalities in South Africa, with over 1,400 lives that are actually lost on the road during the festive season. And additionally, police statistics show a spike in opportunistic crimes like pickpocketing, home burglaries, and holiday scams during this period. So let's find out how we can actually ensure that we learn some of the tips to keep us safe. Good morning, Richard. Welcome back to Urban Women.
Good morning. Thank you. And I was laughing at all your riddles that you made.
The pundits, right?
Yes.
So So wonderful to have a little bit different perspective and have that lighter chuckle in life, especially now that we're touching on a little bit more serious topic, which involves our life, so to say. Because at the same time, while December, everybody looks forward to it. It's just like the sense of winding down, having that time with our family, just kind of, I think letting go of all the stress of the year. We do know what we also face during December. So let's dive into it, Richard. How can families that are actually traveling long distances, let's head first to road safety tips maybe you can share with us. How can they improve their road safety and reduce fatigue-related accidents during this time?
Firstly, good day, viewers, listeners. Everybody, we've had a long year. 2024 had a lot of challenges. So, you know what? When you go away this festive season, guys, I know you're in a hurry. I know you want to get to your destination, but always keep in mind there's going to be thousands of other people on the road with you. You're going to have to share the road. You do not always know the other person's state of mind. Are they intoxicated? Is their vehicle roadworthy? Whatever the case might be. Your holiday starts when you leave your property. Forget that, yes, I might get there 10 minutes earlier than someone else, but you also might not get there at all. When you climb in your vehicle, relax, you've got your family with you in the car, you will eventually get to your destination. Roadworthiness, very important. Don't have your vehicle serviced like 2 days before you go on holiday. Remember, it's a human being that services your vehicle. Human error can happen. So I would say at least 2 weeks before you go away. Keep in contact with someone when you drive. I wouldn't say every 10 minutes, what's up and so, but I would say every hour. So if something happens that they know round about where you are and you haven't checked in, then maybe you check in. If you're going to travel, let's say to KZN, for example, from Gauteng, be careful. You're going to have guys with blue lights. You know, the blue light in the front window that's going to try and con you, make you believe they are police. Remember what the law says. The law says if you feel unsafe in any way and there's a car behind you with a blue light, by law, you're allowed to drive to a place of safety. Bring your speed down, emergency lights on, show them they can follow you. You go and stop where you feel safe. While you are now in the process of driving to where you decide you want to go, that is the time you communicate with loved ones. You want to tell them where you are and what is happening to you. When you at that little one-star shops, not just one-star shops, you know, these little filling stations with the restaurants and stuff on your route. And yes, a robbery, or they trying to bomb the ATM, for example. Remember, during the festive season, cash and transit robberies go down, but the robbing of filling stations and so increases because, once again, the ATM stands alone. It's an easy target for the robbers. If you come across, or you in that situation, you're putting in fuel, whatever, now the robbers are there, give the robbers as much escape space as you can. Listeners, I know everybody wants to film this. Everybody wants to be on social media and so on. I'm not saying don't film, but don't put your life in danger. If you see the robbers, they've taken the loot, they're running in your direction, give them as much escape space as possible. If they're coming even closer, flat on the ground, on your stomach, feet must be in the direction of where the robbers are coming from. If by chance a bullet comes your way, I know it's not nice to talk about these things, but it can happen. The bullet must go through my foot, my leg, before it hits a vital organ. If you're at the malls or anywhere where you must stop your vehicle, make sure your car's locked, car jamming and so on. When you get back to your vehicle, lock the door yourself. And remember, you guys with keyless entry, get one of these little Faraday key pouches or disable your keys. You know what? People are going to go away this festive season. They're going to walk around with these new keys, the key fobs, and it's going to pulse out your car's unique code constantly, whereby the robbers can intercept that. If you once again on the road and you're going to go through a toll gate and you suddenly discover after the toll gate you've got a flat tire, quickly, first thing, how far am I from the toll gate? We've had numerous reports last year and festive season where the robbers take bottle caps, cool drink bottle caps, and they put screws and nails in them. They hang around the toll gates. Every 45 minutes, the robbers drive 3 kilometers up the road. The robber believes If I haven't caught you in 3 kilometers from the toll gate, you missed one of the bottle caps. So ideally, you want to get past that 3 kilometer danger distance. So I go through the toll gate. Suddenly, oh, flat tire. Wait, how far am I from the toll gate? I'm not sure. It feels like very close. From there, where you make the decision, go slower and go another 3 kilometers. If you're going to travel at night, I know a lot of people like to drive at night. It's nice and cool, and we can abuse the speed limit a little bit. Just be careful, guys. Road spikes are really becoming a problem in South Africa. It's not a case of not seeing the road spike. It's a case of we tend to overdrive the visibility of our headlights. You know, if you drive 140, your vehicle travels nearly 40 meters per second. So you drive, what's that? What? Oh, you're over the road spike already. Try and get your car, if it's possible, go slower, 30 k's an hour after you've driven over the item. You want to get 4, 5, 6 kilometers further. If your car now brakes for whatever reason and your car's nice on the side of the road, don't sit inside your vehicle and wait for help to arrive. Remember, your vehicle is not a safe spot. Take what you want out of your car, move across the road, nice and deep into the veld or so, sit down and wait for your help to arrive. If you now see a vehicle stop behind you, gentlemen are climbing out and they're braking and they're entering your vehicle that's standing alone there, don't shout there from far. Hey, what are you doing? 30 years ago, the robbers would run away. Now the robbers say, there's the cell phone calling me, there's the watch on the arm calling me, and the wallet filled with bank cards. Everything they rob is replaceable. We cannot replace you and your family. While I was talking about the Faraday key pouch where you put your key in the back, you put your key. In the front little part, the front one, you put your bank cards that are tap and go activated. You know, we men, we go on holiday, you the festive mode. Where's the wallet? In the back pocket. You're going to go up and down the escalator where people stand behind you. They bump against you. Sorry, uncle. Sorry, auntie. That bump could be a tap and go, 150 Rand is gone. So small little things. That first night when you get to your destination, remember you're tired. Every cleaner on that holiday destination property has got a key for your room. That first night, I'm not saying all of them, a small percentage, everybody knows you're going to go into a deep sleep because of the long distance that you traveled. That first night, key in the door, turn so it can't be pushed out, and put something against the front door. So if someone enters, it's going to make a noise and you might just wake up. But you know, you sometimes get this funny feeling something is wrong. Listen to your body, people. You know, as I say, we've had a challenging 2024. Let's not slip up now. Robbers don't go on holiday. Violent crime goes down a little bit, but petty crime, as Razia mentioned, it goes up. So when you get that funny feeling, something is wrong, listen to your body. And if there's ever a weapon pointed at you, don't try and be a hero, guys. If you can see the color of that gun pointed at you and your family, you can already see the gun is silver or black in color. Your brain must be able to say now, they're going to hurt me with that weapon. Let them take, give. Everything we can replace. Don't be a hero. You might not see tomorrow.
Yeah, this is the sad reality of our times that while we're getting ready to prepare to have a fabulous holiday, it's also important that we prepare ourselves in any unfortunate cases. May Allah keep us safe. So you've covered very nicely how we should be safe on the roads, Richard. Let's head over now when it comes to our homes. What precautions should holiday makers actually take to secure their homes while they are away so they can just have a little bit of a peaceful mind once they're on holiday?
Your home, it mustn't draw attention. What I mean by that is it mustn't look as if nobody is home. Let's say 2 or 3 days before you go on holiday, talk to the garden service or who does your garden. Let them cut the grass a little bit shorter than normal so it looks maintained. Talk to your neighbor if they're not going away. Say, you know what, would you mind picking up the post if there's like the newspaper? I live in Centurion, today's newspaper day. Just remove it. Maybe at your house, you have these lights that you can install nowadays that comes on at certain times at night. When the robber walks past your house, it's a case of, you know what, leave that one, let's go elsewhere. What people forget in South Africa is When the robbers break open your house's front door, only then does the alarm activate. Average reaction time of security companies is between 12 and 14 minutes. I'm not going to say the police's reaction time, that's much longer. Your alarm must actually go off when they lift the front gate off the railing, for example. You know what? If you've got an alarm in the house, there must be a board on the front fence. It must tell the robber, this house has got an alarm, that one. You don't stop crime in South Africa, you shift it to someone else. It's terrible when I talk that way, but it's the person you're shifting it to that must wake up now, and they shift the crime even further. The house must not look as if there's nobody occupying the house then. You know, someone, if you can have a family member come and stay in the house and so on, yes, but also warn them. When they have people coming over and someone comes to visit, don't stop outside the gate. The reason for that is the danger times festive season between 10 and 12 and then 2 and 4, where the robbers patrol the main roads. They look up the side streets. If they see a vehicle parked outside your gate, so what I mean, it's outside the gate, between the gate and the street, the robber knows it's a quick visit. Robbers also know we as South Africans have got a very bad habit, and that is we cannot say goodbye once. It's inside the house with a visitor at the front gate open, around the car for 20 minutes, talking. Your front door's open, the alarm is off. If someone comes to visit, although it's going to be a quick visit, either stop inside the gate with the gate closed or stop off the driveway on the grass somewhere. By just leaving the driveway open, it shows the robber it's going to be a long visit, because the visitor doesn't have to be bugged the whole time. Can you please move your car? Other people have arrived. You don't stop crime by small things. You shift it to someone else.
Thank you, Richard. You know, it's so wonderful to be informed of the precautions we can take so that we can make more empowered and safer decisions in our small actions, as you're saying. It's these small little things that can actually help us and even save a life. And it's just so funny to listen and to realize how sophisticated the criminals have become nowadays. So it's not those people that are not dressed so nicely that we should be on the lookout for. It could be anybody. And as you said, just going up the escalator, they could have a little device. And again, coming back to sophistication, tapping and your money is gone. So thank you, Richard. It's always wonderful chatting with you. We do wish you a wonderful season and a safe one as well. And until we connect again, have yourself a lovely day and bye for now.
Thank you. Guys, be safe out there and enjoy the festive season. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you. That was Richard Brussow chatting with us about something that we know we're supposed to be keeping it all happy and vibey, but remember, there has to be a balance, there has to be a consciousness, there has to be an awareness, and it's so important that we keep these little things that we can implement in our lives as we are taught in our beautiful deen. Tawakkul and tie your camel. So they go hand in hand, not just, Allah Azza wa Jal will take care of it. Allah Azza wa Jal tells us, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam tells us, tie your camel and have tawakkul. So you have to take all the necessary precautions, especially when we see how crime is escalating and how sophisticated and how, they go on so clever nowadays in the way they do things. And remember your daily adhkar, inshallah. Always recite your adhkar when you're leaving, your ayatul kursi, everything, inshallah, to keep you safe. And give out your sadaqah. The earlier in the morning you're giving it out, the better for you, to save you from any hiccups of the day. And may Allah Azza wa Jal keep us all safe, especially in this very festive season. This is the time when lots of things are happening. So I do hope that you found that helpful. I do hope that you take some of those tips that Richard shared with us. It is coming from somebody who definitely knows what he's speaking about because he's part of SAPS. Let's go for a quick break. I'll be back with you thereafter. It's the Urban Woman Show with me, Razia Rangrage. Urban Woman brought to you by Checkers Foods, Cowie Park.